Hello everyone. Today with me I have Nicholas skipjack Rosada. I hope I spelled that correctly. And he's an Overwatch player, a very renowned team, Misfits. They have been in an amazing run so far in tournaments. And we have him here today. He's the main tank for the team. Hello skipjack, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing fine. A little bit hot today, so I'm constantly sweating, but nonetheless, I'm still fine.
Great. So I had a small introduction about you, but could you tell me a bit more about yourself?
I'm from Germany. I'm 27. I play Overwatch as a profession now. I'm still a student by the side, or I was up until now. Maybe take a little break now. I am studying a master's degree for business information systems, and I also like to go to the gym when I have time. But mainly I'm playing video games all day.
Great. So, does your battle tag have any special meaning or significance? How did you pick it up?
Oh, that was actually a long time ago. I think I picked it up in a book. So I like the sound of it. It has a couple of meanings. Like if you Google it, like you'll find a lot of stuff. But for
Yeah.
me, it's just the sound I like. So I just stuck to it.
Great. So how did you pick up Overwatch? Did you play any other game competitively before? And what do you like most about Overwatch?
The first game I played competitively was Net Selection 1, which is a Half-Life 1 mod. Back, I think I started in 2003 when Steam was released. I just played on public, but I'm like a very competitive person, so I like to measure my skills with others. And I was looking for a team. I got into a team and I kept on playing this game for like, I don't know, a couple of years, 3, 4, 5 years. And we got quite good there. So we were like the best team in Europe. And eventually I stopped. I played World of Warcraft, but also like always like I was looking for the best guild on the server. I joined there and I played PvP, always very competitive. And the Nature Selection unfortunately died, and I was looking for a new game, but there wasn't really anything out there which I really liked, because I'm more like the class-based shooter with a lot of movement. And there was Team Fortress. I tried that, but it wasn't really my thing. Got kind of boring. And like when Overwatch was announced, I was completely hyped because I know Blizzard games are always awesome. And there was a class-based shooter, and there were fast classes. Like I love it. I knew I was gonna love it, and I got into it. And what I like the most, I would say, is that you have different classes. Like right now, you have 21, 22 classes, and they're also different. Like you will never, there's always something you can learn. Like you're never gonna master the game just because there are so many classes, and they all have a high skill ceiling. And this is what I really like. It's very, like it's never gonna get boring. Never.
Yeah, and they're also constantly will be producing new heroes,
Yeah.
so there will be more coming.
Yeah.
Sombra, the hype for Sombra last day.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
more hyped for the tank actually. They said they have two characters in the pipes. I think everybody's talking about Sombra because of the ARG, but there's also this tank I'm really looking forward to be honest, because this is maybe the one I'm gonna be playing in the future. Maybe, I hope so.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. So you are now playing for one of world's most prominent and skillful teams. How did that opportunity come around? I'm talking for Misfits.
Um, I got into the beta quite early, like in December maybe or November. And before that, I was already looking for a team on Reddit, basically, and with people that also have the same mindset as I do, like play good, become really good, maybe even pro. And as soon as we got into the beta, we all start playing together. This our team was called Eccentric. Um, we performed quite well. We won the second NA Gozo Gamers tournament, so it was really well for us. Like we practiced a lot and already accomplished something. Unfortunately, our team died. Like one player switched the team, and we couldn't find a new one since there were not enough players at that point. After that, I was playing with many different teams, not really like a stable lineup or team I was in. And eventually, when the game was close to launch, many other players also left teams or teams split up. And at that point, Crew and Soon were also teamless, and I played against them before, so he knew who I was, he knew the role I was playing, and he asked me if we wanted to make a team. And I said yes, of course, and that was like the birth date of Graviton Search. And then we started trialing many different players over a couple of weeks, and then I think there was a takeover LAN happened where we are still only 5 players, and we got a Kratos digger who played Lucio for us, and we placed 3rd there, even though our team basically was just created 2 weeks earlier, which was quite nice. And after that, we continued trialing other players, and now we have our stable lineup. We continued to perform quite well in other tournaments, and then organizations started contacting us, and we got into Misfits. They were the organization we liked the most. They were very interested in us, and we made a good choice.
Yeah, and you have won pretty much everything since then, apart from the Atlantic Showdown. You were placed first on the Battle Amazon Gaming Series, a great run, one of the most prominent teams in the world. So, who is your favorite hero? Do you enjoy the current meta as well?
My favorite hero, I like to play Hanzo a lot.
Even though you're a tank.
Yeah, well, in scrims, of course, I only play Reinhardt and Winston, but when I play public, I need to switch it up, otherwise it would get too boring. I really like Hanzo, I like Roadhog, I like Zarya, Tracer, McCree, I like a lot of classes actually. I also like the healers, but I think Roadhog I enjoy the most, and Hanzo. The meta right now is actually very enjoyable. The meta, it has been really bad months ago when you had the God comp, and the Widowmaker meta was also not very enjoyable for me. Right now it's quite good. It's going to be curious when the patch hits how it's going to evolve, but I hope it's not going to be too bad.
Yeah, I don't think that either. So you are in charge of making some changes in Overwatch. What would you change personally?
Balance-wise, the PTR is doing good work. I think the changes they're doing in the PTR are really great. Like the supporters are on an equal level. The only thing I'm concerned right now is the Hanzo change they made on PTR, which is I think a little bit too much for me. Like it's gonna be a sniper all over again, and it's never enjoyable when you play against a sniper. It never feels great. And I hope they maybe see this. Otherwise, I'm fine with the game. The balancing is great. I wouldn't change anything right now.
That's great. You'll probably add more maps, more heroes.
Oh yeah, well, maps of course. Totally. Any new content is always appreciated, definitely.
The new map is also in Germany, so your country. Great.
Yeah. I think I have an advantage there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
A few days ago, you competed at the ESL's Overwatch Atlantic Showdown. How was the overall experience, and did you expect to place higher in the event?
Gamescom was really great. The convention was really big. The booths were great. The stage we played on was also very nice, and we got taken care of very well by the ESL staff, so it was very enjoyable. I would totally do it again. I mean, definitely we hope to place higher, but I try to not go into a tournament with expectations, because if you have expectations, you can only be disappointed. So, I mean, it would have been nice to win more, but well, it was one tournament, and there will be more to come.
Of course, okay. Of course. You placed very good anyways, and I'm sure that you'll be placing higher in the future. I'm a big fan. Great. So, what are your goals for Overwatch this year, and maybe the first months of the upcoming year, both as a player and as a team?
Well, after the Atlantic Showdown and the outcome, we're practicing more. Of course, now we focus on the Overwatch Open, which is gonna happen in a month in Atlanta. So we practice a lot. We wanna do better in the next tournament, which is understandable, of course. For myself, I I hope to get into Team Germany for the Nations Cup, so I can
Yeah,
compete with my fellow Germans and hope to bring home the victory.
great.
For the upcoming year, well, Blizzard hasn't announced any plans yet, what they're going to do with the esports in Overwatch. No matter what they're going to do, I and my team, we want to be part of it. So we hope they have great plans and we can join them there.
Of course. Do you have any advice or thoughts you'd like to share with your fans or other aspiring competitive players that want to be as you, play competitively Overwatch, etc.?
I often get asked by players that want to get into the scene how they should go about it. Right now, I always like recommend them to go onto Reddit, they're looking for team subreddit, or check the OW Discord for teams that are searching for players. I mean, it is quite difficult and it takes some time. So I always say, like, if you play good on ranked and you make a lot of friends there, if you see somebody that's really good, you can add him on friends, play with him more. And if you play against other teams, they will recognize your name. And as soon as they might need a player or another team might need a player and they ask some players you played against, if they remember you because you played well, they will come back to you. So it takes some time, but you have to start somewhere. Even if you
Of course.
feel the team you play for is not good enough, like start there and work your way up. Eventually, you'll get there if you're good enough.
Of course, of course. Hard work pays off, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So, okay, I think we can wrap it up. Do you have any final shout-outs?
Definitely shout out to all our fans that support us all the time, which is really great. So thank you very much. And of course, Misfits, they're the organization that believes in us and supports us so greatly. It's been a joy working with them and playing for them, and I hope we have a great future together.
That's great. Thank you very much for having this interview with me. It was an honor. I will hope to make a winner's interview after you win in Atlanta.
Yeah, I hope so too.
All right. Great. Thank you very very much. You guys can follow skipjack on Twitter. I have the link right here. The name skipjack Overwatch. And see you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.